She said debit card locked.
Literally. She's done that before at the strip club.
Oh, well, that's honestly, that's called restraint, and that's kind of important.
It was needed because this little
You
Latino
can
man
accidentally
could have
ball
had all
out.
of my
Yeah.
money.
Honestly.
All $27 we had.
All $27 in the bank
Sometimes
account.
when I used to go, like I'd go like get dinner with my mom, and we go to like Kabuki, and we both have like a couple cocktails, and then we go to Target, and I would literally be like, I have to leave my wallet in the car. Because I already don't have self-control.
Well, walk
Target.
around Target, let your food digest, and then don't buy anything.
Yeah.
That's
I
self-control.
get to see some things.
I love people watching.
Oh, I just like looking at this.
Especially
Well, I used to like
Target.
looking at the stuff. Target doesn't have good stuff anymore.
Their knickknacks aren't
It's sad.
knickknacking.
I know. I miss it. I miss the knickknacks.
Have you been recording the whole time? Oh, that's
great.
wonderful.
You gotta let a bitch know.
Oh, no.
I
Why
need
would
to know
do
when I
that?
have to behave or
That's
not.
the new intro, though, but I'm glad we did that.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, we went into Five Below the other day just to look at shit.
Where's
because
Five Below?
Over in Tiger Town. It was New
I've
Year's
never
Day.
been.
It was New Year's Day because we were bored and nothing.
Yeah.
There was nothing
Nothing
to do, but
to do, yeah.
Five Below was open, obviously.
Corporate.
So we popped in there and found these like canvas that you can like paint or whatever.
Is it like a paint by number or like?
Yeah. Well, not
Okay.
paint by number, but there's a picture for reference. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you could like
It's
figure
suggested.
it out. Yeah. It's got like a template already there printed off.
That's cute.
So you kind of just like color in with paint. The paint was dry.
Well, it is Five Below.
It's Five Below. So then we had to go to Walmart and get some
You
paint.
can get real paint. Yeah. Love that. You need to try to put a little water in there?
I did actually. I
Okay.
did try to put a little water in there, but it said,
No, we're
No.
done. We're done. Oh, my God.
"Welcome back to the podcast.
Oh, my goodness. We're back. It's like a new year.
New year, new us." No.
No. New Year, same two old tired bitches.
Too old, tired. Old. Speak for yourself.
Honestly. Okay. Sure. Oh my God. Yeah.
Have you recovered from our New Year's Eve party? That's the big question.
I don't know. I don't think so, honestly. Truly. And by the time I think I might feel better, it'll be Friday and we have another show.
Well, you know, I think I feel better, and then I move a certain way. My kidneys punch me in the back.
Yes. Have you drank anything? Oh, that's a bad question because we had our I forgot. We had a little Misfits get together and there sure was some drinking.
Some cocktails are flowing.
That doesn't count.
No. I'm still doing a sober January.
Dry January?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Dry January?
I don't know. I would know. I'm not participating.
I guess
Yeah.
I'm not participating either
yeah,
because
my
I don't
New
know what
Year's-
it's called.
Yeah. New Year's resolution is not to do dry January.
Well, our New
Let's do
Year's
that.
resolution was to drink more water
A
and say
wet.
no.
Oh, yeah. I'm saying no to dry January and saying yes to water.
So, you know,
Yeah. Let's do a wet January.
you.
Oh,
But that
my
New Year's
goodness.
Eve party was everything. Shout out to Avondale's.
Honestly, that was a cathartic show to do.
It was wild in there. It felt like that the few times I've been to Splash in Florida where you have like 3 inches to perform.
There was
and
no,
that's it.
there were no tricks. We all got set up and Diamond was like, how am I supposed to? I was like, girl, I don't know.
Tell them to part the waters and do your coochie
Yeah.
split. I don't know what to tell you.
All I could do is just walk back and forth and like do some fun little faces. It was crazy. And I'm sorry for the people all the way on the other side of the bar because y'all couldn't see anything.
I think they were
There's
living
no way
though
to get
because they were like
close.
hanging out in the booths, like
like,
looking, watching.
Yeah.
And I did part the Red Sea and go back there and venture and say hello.
I did
They
not.
had money. They were tipping.
Oh,
so
well,
baby, I went
maybe
back
I
there.
should have. I should have gone back there. I don't know. I had enough trouble getting to our little rectangle that we
Right.
designated and then getting out of the rectangle so that I could go back to our little safety corner.
You know what I
and
loved
drink
though?
some water.
I loved how sturdy that floor felt.
Yes.
I didn't feel like I was gonna
Yeah.
fall through all night.
No, because some of those
Redacted.
shows
Redacted.
were stressful. Stressful.
Wondering
Floors should
while
not
I'm
feel like that.
performing, am
Yeah.
I gonna fall through this floor
Yeah.
with all of these people?
Yes. Onto the old people below eating their shrimp and grits.
What was your favorite part about that night? Or any
Um,
favorite parts, I guess.
I honestly, the energy while I was performing was like to die for.
Absolutely.
They were living
For
and-
everybody,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I was loving it.
It was great. The energy was phenomenal. I got tipped a cosmic brownie, so that's a highlight. Yeah, my drag daughter tipped me in a cosmic brownie.
If you ever want to make
I
my
ate it for
night,
breakfast the next day. It was great.
tip me in a honey bun or a
Yeah.
cosmic brownie.
Somebody also tipped me in a mini bottle of Jose Cuervo. I have not drank that yet, but
Oh, baby, they
It's at the
tipped me in a
home.
bottle of vodka, and I drank it on the stage.
I watched you, and that's why I didn't drink mine.
I think my kidneys. I think that's why my kidneys are still
I
mad.
could never do straight vodka.
Well, I was living in the moment.
Uh-huh.
The adrenaline was.
And you'd already had enough drinks that
Girl, I don't
yeah.
know how many drinks I'd had.
Yeah.
Because by the time I got there, I sat down.
Yeah.
I didn't even order a drink. She just put it in front of me. And
Yeah.
I was like, here we go.
Yeah. I think I only
They take
had
care
to,
of us at Avondale.
I think only
honey.
the very first time that I ordered a drink, what did I really have to order anything? Every other time was just like a eye contact nod, and then a drink appeared. It was
No,
great.
mine was empty. I would turn around
Yeah.
and talk to somebody, turn back around, and
Yeah.
a new drink had appeared.
Beautiful.
It was great. And
Yeah.
then all the shots that
They
everybody
kept
was getting.
they kept my water cup full too. Which
I
is
appreciated
also-
that.
I needed that.
I did need the
I
water.
needed that very much.
They
So even
knew.
I was only drinking tequila soda, so there was water. But I was like, I was like, stop putting ice in there. I just need some. It's too hot. It was so hot.
It was warm. The air was on though. Trust.
No,
I had
it-
turned
yeah.
the air on.
Yeah, no, it just wasn't enough.
But
There was too many bitches in there.
I need to bring those big fans next time, and then maybe that could help create like a little stage
I
area.
have one of your fans at the coffee shop.
I love that. I think my favorite part of New Year's Eve was seeing my Aunt Sandy. Like my aunt came to
No,
the drag show.
I was sitting not on the ground, but on a box, I think the microphone box or
Oh, when
something.
you were putting
I
your
was
nails
putting
on?
on my press on nails because I was running late. I was putting on my nails and she tapped my shoulder. She was like, "Are you Skittles?" And I was like, "Yes." She's like, "You're on the podcast with Kalana." And she was like, "I'm her aunt." It was a whole
I love her
Loved it.
so
It was
much.
great.
She sent me a message and she was like, "We're off for Christmas break. Are you doing any shows?" And I was like, "Really? Our only show
Yeah.
is New Year's Eve." And she was like, "All right, me and my friend
Yeah.
Amanda are coming. Shout out Amanda. She listens
Yeah.
to the pod too." They were fun. They were a hoot to be around.
I got to see a lot of people I don't always see.
And
a lot
some
of
new
people
faces.
braved that. Yes,
There
a
were
lot
a
of
lot of
people
new faces
braved
there.
the crowds to come hang out.
I think my favorite part of the night, other than seeing Aunt Sandy though, was I had just gotten to Avondale's. I was kind of setting everything up, and this couple walked up the front stairs.
Yeah.
They made eye contact with each other. The
Oh.
husband made eye contact with me, and they turned around and walked back down the stairs.
Oh, they said, "I don't know about this
They
venue
was like, "I don't
tonight."
think this is our vibe for
Yeah.
New Year's."
I did have a couple of people say that they saw lots of people like come up and then be like, "No," and honestly, whether it was for the drag or for the crowds, I mean, I kind of get it. It was
Probably for the
crazy.
crowd. They probably
Yeah.
walked up those stairs and saw how packed it was, and then they were like, "I'm not doing this."
If I had not been on the poster and I had just walked up the stairs, I'd have been like, "Oh, this is too many people."
And we did have the music bumping.
Yeah, it was loud.
It was.
I tried one of my not New Year's resolutions, just one of my. I'm getting older and my body's changing and I need to take care of it.
Earplugs?
I was gonna wear concert earplugs and I put them in and everything. And then when we did introductions, like at the beginning, we were like at the 10-minute warning or whatever. I was like, oh, I just can't hear anything she's saying at the microphone, so this is not gonna work. So I took one out. So I had one in. My right ear was protected, but my left ear was just exposed.
Imagine if we had like in ears for our shows
That
were
would
like
be
soundproof and
come
we
on,
could hear
budget.
each other.
I don't want to look up what an in-ear costs because it's going to be a lot.
But I do want to give a special shout out to Avondale's for hosting us. Thank you so much, Avondale's. Thank you, Hardy, for letting us come in and take over. We look forward to many more partnerships in the future.
It was crazy. For me, honestly, doing a show there in any capacity has always been for me, I always thought it would be a big deal, and I thought it would be super well received and super fun. And it was all of those things.
It was packed, honey.
So I'm super excited to be able to do anything there again. It was so fun.
I love that after the show, we had those after show vibes again where people were line dancing and hanging around and kikiing and
I wanted
getting
to
more
stay
drinks.
longer, but I was so. Girl,
Listen,
was
I think the
tired.
bartenders were happy that we packed it up at 1:00 because they were ready to go.
Yeah.
They were ready for those people to get out of there.
It was so busy. It was so busy. I wanted to hang out more and talk to people in between the numbers or whatever, but it was just like I don't know how to get through people. I don't know how to. I couldn't hear anybody. Oh my god.
What else are you looking forward to this month, Skittles?
Oh my goodness. We've got a couple of good things coming up. I'm obviously excited for. I will be doing what is this? My not second ever, but like this is a big deal as I'm traveling because I never travel.
She's getting out of Auburn.
But you can catch me in Huntsville, all the way up there on January 18th, Saturday. I looked at my calendar wrong today I was like, ooh, did I plan all of this wrong? I mean, thankfully I haven't booked the hotel yet, but I was like, oh. Did I do all of this wrong? Did I tell Connor the wrong day? Did he take the wrong day off work? But no, you can catch me at Maggie Myers Irish Bread Pub situation. I don't think they have a lot of names in that name of that bar. Half of those names are right. Maggie Myers something pub. It might be Irish. It might not. But yeah, Maggie Myers.
I think
pub.
it's Irish.
Yeah, Maggie Myers Irish Pub.
I don't know. I could be wrong.
Say it 5 times fast. But I will be there participating in the whole effing show, which is Effin Jack's production. I think the show's called Whiplash.
He's getting on it.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
It's exciting.
We love a king taking charge.
Are wild.
Does he make those himself?
I think so.
I'm here for that energy.
And he does that individual reveal poster for every cast member with like little videos. It's too much production. Too much. I don't know. I couldn't do that.
Speaking of that crazy ass motherfucker, his fucking Facebook post about his funeral being a drag show.
Yeah.
I laughed for a good 20 minutes.
And he included so many people.
He tagged
That's
everybody.
The production.
He was like, all right, y'all got to do this.
Yep.
Kalana's got to host, but
All these
Skittles can't
rules.
host.
Yeah.
But she can hit the soundboard
The air horn
as
button
many times as she
specifically.
wants.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Beautiful.
I'm here for it.
Yeah,
He's
no,
great.
I'm excited. No, that's where I'm going to be on the 18th. I'll be all the way up there in Huntsville, and then I get to come back and work for a little bit. And then that following, I guess the next weekend on Friday, we have our Fresh Faces open stage
Another
show,
open stage.
which as of today, as of recording, we fully booked it. So we've got 12 beautiful performers for you. Plus
I'm so excited for
myself
this.
and Deja co-hosting.
And I'm going to sit
I
there in
might
the corner and
perform,
watch.
Yeah. I might perform. I might just show up and press play on the tracks, and that's okay.
I'm just going to record everybody for
a little
TikTok
TikTok.
content,
Yeah.
but we probably won't have TikTok by
yeah.
then, so
We'll
it could be
see.
a YouTube reel or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What do they call them? YouTube Shorts?
Apparently, those make money. YouTube pays their people more than anybody else, apparently. So
I don't want
I
to
think
go
we
back
need
to YouTube.
I think we might need to look into YouTube if we want to monetize.
Well, we were supposed to put the podcast on YouTube.
They're on YouTube.
Oh, that's good.
they're
I've been
there.
telling people I don't know.
The audio's there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
With
no,
a
no video.
with a still
Yeah.
image of
That's
our
okay.
thumbnail.
Whatever.
They can listen and look at
Yeah.
our beautiful faces.
Yeah. Get YouTube Premium so you can close it. Just kidding. That is like $20 a month for what? For what?
No ads. It's everything. No ads is
I'm
everything.
sorry. I have other things I need to spend $20 a month on.
I
than no
remember
ads.
when YouTube came out and there were no ads anyway.
No, it was the little sidebar ads.
It was
They
great.
They didn't interrupt your videos. They just played
They were
regular
just
ads on the side
over
of the
there
screen.
on the side of the screen, out
Yeah.
of my way.
It's like Russian roulette. And that little suggested bar, it was a suggestion. Like
And
there
there's
was
no telling what
nothing
was
was
popping up.
related. It
Nope.
was just like, I don't know, here's 5 random videos that are also on the website.
Well, that was before they started tracking our data and using that to sell us advertisements.
that was when YouTube was their own company and they weren't a Google product. The coffee shop calling me.
They said, hey, we're out of oatmeal.
No, they want to close early. Because it's slow.
'cause it's cold.
Yeah. I don't know. Usually when it's cold, people show up and they're like, I'm so cold. Can I have hot chocolate?
It's probably a little dead too because faculty just went back today.
Yeah, school hasn't started yet.
And
No, this
classes
is
start
our
next
this
week.
is our first day back to like normal-ish hours.
Oh, till 5, yeah. 6.
Well, 4. No, yeah, not 6. I don't know if we'll go back to 6 for a while.
6 is long. That's a long day.
Also, just nobody's showing up,
Nobody wants coffee
and
at
I'm
6
not.
p.m. Sorry.
We got other things, but it's fine. It's fine.
They're going to dinner, honey.
I'm going to bed at 6 p.m. I'm kidding. I wish.
Is that your New Year's resolution?
That I would
Early
love for
bedtime?
that to be my New Year's resolution, but unfortunately, my husband still works at night, so that's not happening.
Now we did. I did buy some stupid little TikTok calendar that's like a bucket list for every month or whatever.
How dumb is it?
I mean, some of the things are dumb, but some of the things are really cute.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of them you wouldn't do. It's like start a gratitude journal or something like that. I was like, Skittles.
I'm
would
not
say no.
grateful. I'm one of those bitter Bettys. What is it that you either die a SpongeBob or you live long enough to be a Squidward?
Oh, are you already a Squidward?
Yes. Didn't even take long.
Oh, God
Working in
bless.
customer service ages you. I get to see the worst in some people.
I can only imagine. Only imagine.
This is going to be really funny. Obviously, this is going to get cut. Do you know what we didn't do?
What?
We didn't do real intros. We just started talking about New Year's.
We can do it now, and I can copy and paste it.
Uh-huh.
I quit.
We literally just started talking about New Year's. Nobody said, welcome back to episode 5 of the Mix Match podcast. I'm Skittles.
And I'm Kalana. And
There's the intro. And there's the intro. Honestly, it kind
I'm
of
gonna
be
leave
funny.
all of that.
No, yeah. Honestly.
I'm going to copy that and paste
Yeah.
it all at the beginning.
No, I don't think you should put it in the beginning. I think you
Just
should
leave
make them
it here?
wait 20 minutes for the intro. Cold open.
Because that's an organized
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah. It's Saturday night.
And we're going to go take a break.
Yikes.
See you in a minute.
Goodbye.
Look at that. Ugh. Tired of boring design that makes you wanna vomit? Then you need Creative Vomit Studio, your one-stop shop for eye-popping design that'll make your brand shine. Need a killer logo? A website graphic that slays? Headshots that scream professional? Creative Vomit has you covered. And hey, seniors, don't forget those all-important senior portraits. Let Ian capture your uniqueness. Visit creativevomit.studio to schedule your consultation and unleash your creative genius. Creative Vomit Studio, design that's anything but bland.
Cool.
Yeah, because there's legislature right now in Alabama that they are trying to ban all public drag.
How? That's vegan and unenforceable.
That is
Vegan, unenforceable.
Already
What's drag?
already been struck down by the Supreme Court.
Even
actually.
queer people can't really define what drag is, so how are the straights going to do it? You can keep that in. I don't know. I don't know where you're going to put it, but
Well, I'll find somewhere to work it or tuck
even
it.
if it's just a TikTok clip, shit.
Absolutely.
Make it the weird thing I say at the end. I don't like the amount of pressure that I'm under to say something absolutely unhinged after we say we're done with the episode. There
Oh.
wasn't one in episode 4.
You're not wrong. But a lot of the stupid banter that we do at the beginning really does help pad the episode.
That's great. I'm so glad that my stupid
Like all
banter,
of this.
yeah. All of
Some
thi-
of this
all
is
of this
really
that I
good
think is
shit to use.
unusable.
Oh,
okay.
it's usable.
Good God.
Ain't
Is
nothing
this
wrong
where
with
we're supposed to go? And we're back.
it. And I think we're back. Are you reading my brain?
Listen. Oh my God. Today, I got done with my nap and I watched some TikToks and I was like, it's getting close to time to go over to the studio to record. And I texted, I said, I'm going to read it verbatim because
It was quick.
this was witchcraft.
This was
Where am I?
sorcery.
I literally said, what time do you want me to come bother you? And the same time
Moment.
that I literally,
Instantly.
I sent the message and then I swiped out to go do another app. And then I got the notification from you and you said, Aaron is home if you want to head this way. This same time.
I think I hit send when you hit
Yeah.
send.
They have the same timestamp.
That's hilarious.
Love it.
I ain't mad at it. I think we have a very wonderful snatching wigs topic for you today. Something that we have seen a lot of in the drag community, and we are so happy of our new baby entertainers. I love all these new and up and coming. Good God, I'm having a
Yeah.
stroke now.
We didn't do our vocal warm-ups. We're gonna have to start.
Red leather,
Yeah.
yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather.
I didn't do a vocal warm-up, but I did take a half a gummy so that
I was literally just about to ask.
I was
did
like,
you
I
take
need
a
my
gummy?
jaw to be loose. Yeah, so we want to talk about sort of like the early drag What do you want? I'm trying to get back on topic.
Good.
I'm
No,
trying
that was good. I'm sorry.
trying to get back.
I didn't mean
It's
to.
so easy for us to get
We
derailed.
do it.
But yeah, we want to talk about like early drag like struggles, what it's like to be an early entertainer. We've been doing this for like 80 years, but we remember vaguely.
So
when we
and
were-
then it's kind of weird because it's probably a whole different struggle now.
Oh, especially
starting
I
drag.
mean we had social media when we were starting, but like now it's like a requirement.
Exactly.
Honestly, to like exist on the internet and to like have a following, to take like high quality photos and videos. And it used to be you could just like show up.
Look
and,
at
like,
season
hang out.
2 and 3 of Drag Race.
Yeah.
And now look at season.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
17.
Come on, season 17.
with Sam Starr.
Shout out Sam Starr.
We'll talk about that. I'm sure it'll.
I'm
later
sure it'll
point.
pop
We have
up here in a
notes
minute.
somewhere. Yeah, but
I do live. But
Yeah.
yes, the baby drag entertainers, some struggles that you might find. We have jotted some things down and maybe you could relate to those things.
how much of yours are personal and how much of yours are like general?
I feel like all of these for me came from personal struggles.
Okay, good. Me too.
This is firsthand experience,
Yeah.
baby.
This is everything I did wrong. Write it down.
Well, and then also some anxieties that I had as a baby entertainer.
Oh.
And I think a little bit of that is
The first bullet point I have. It literally the first word is anxiety. So
God damn it.
it's not. It's there's a whole sentence, but yeah,
Witchcraft.
anxiety is a theme.
Witchcraft. But I think not only not knowing what to do, but also anxieties about doing the things like going to Ross
Physically
and looking
going
for
and looking for stuff.
female clothing
Yeah.
or actually buying, because I didn't really buy it on Amazon. I went and tried it on in the
Yeah.
store. I'm a big lady. I got to
Yeah.
see if it fits. So, like actually buying bras and panties for the first time.
I still don't like trying things on in the stores. I have done buy a bunch of shit from Plato's and just hope it fits.
Must be nice being skinny. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, here at the Auburn Plato's, because of all these sorority girls, yeah, you have to
Oh,
be skinny.
They wear it twice
Yeah.
and then
Well, that's the other problem is it means that everything at the Auburn Plato's is all like orange and blue maxi dresses.
Oh, yes.
So it's not good for drag. So I gave up on that quite quickly.
that could be an aesthetic.
Mm,
That could be a choice.
it is a choice. I don't think it's a choice. I
Kalana
would like to
1.0
make.
did it.
Woo!
If you can't read yourself, how can you read anybody else?
Honestly.
But yeah, those anxieties about going out and actually buying those items, buying bras, buying panties,
It's all
buying
stressful.
dresses.
And especially if you don't have anyone to ask questions to, like you're in the makeup aisle in the grocery store.
Right.
Because everyone starts with drugstore makeup. So you're in a CVS, you're in a Walmart, you're in a Kroger looking at the CoverGirl, the
Mhm.
Maybelline section. Like,
Went to the
I don't
Ulta.
even know what any of this means.
Well, thankfully, Cora was living here at that time, and we were kind of doing it together.
You had some, yeah, I did it
So
all.
thankfully, I did have my drag mother to hold my hand and help me
No,
along. I still had those anxieties.
I was in Ulta by myself.
know?
Like, I don't know.
Well, let's try this makeup. Woo.
Yeah. Oh, I did buy and try a lot of things that didn't work, and
Trying to match your foundation,
yeah.
skin tone, whatever.
Yeah, or find out what kind of products work for your skin.
Do I have
when
oily
you don't even
skin? Do
know
I have
what
dry
skin you have? Yeah,
God, yeah. All those
yeah.
struggles.
Or when they,
100%.
they don't like when you like drag makeup and real beauty makeup are sometimes drastically different things. So trying to figure out like, is this product even applicable to like what kind of makeup you're doing? Because there are a lot of products that really just don't work for drag.
And it's really nice now because when we started drag, there were no YouTube videos of
No,
the girls
not
doing their
really.
makeup via Cosmopolitan.
Yeah.
And now all those
Entire
videos
channels
are out there.
dedicated to drag makeup specifically.
100%.
We had maybe, well, I had James Charles and like Jeffree Star, but like even then it's not.
I guess Jeffree Star.
Yeah, well, Jeffree Star has been rolling
had
around
the-
on the internet since.
Welcome to my face. It's
Oh my
James St.
God.
James.
J.J. James, welcome to my face. That is a throwback memory.
That is something the
Holy
kids do
cow.
not know.
I remember.
He's an original club kid, 90s New York icon.
What is James St. James doing?
If he's dead,
We're
better not
we're
be
about to
dead.
find out together.
I'm gonna be so sad. Nobody told me. I follow World of Wonder on Facebook. They would post something. They better.
She's still alive.
Good for her.
I just had to know.
Yes, struggles.
What struggles did you find?
The first bullet point is I had a lot of issues with anxiety, obviously, but I mean, obviously the same anxiety you had with like purchasing things and being like physically in the store and trying to figure out how things work and not feel like weird about that I needed to buy those things. But I also, even like at shows, I had and still have to some extent sometimes a lot of trouble talking to the other performers. But when I first started doing drag, it was like crippling.
Yeah.
Like I didn't talk to anybody. I'd show up and just stand in the corner. And I think not talking to the other performers really hindered me in a lot of ways because that is how you get the resources you're looking for.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have to work together as a community to help each other, to tell each other what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong. And you can't do that if you don't make any friends at all and don't talk to anybody. Even if it's not the kind of drag you're going to do, we've always been like, if somebody comes into the group chat with like a crazy, they're like, I want to do this. We're all like, well, I don't know exactly what that is, but like, here's something that I do. Like, we're always trying to help each other out. Even if it's like a weird idea that we wouldn't do. We're like, well, here's resources. Here's how I would do this. Here's a place that I saw that sells this thing that you could use kind of situation.
How do I make X, Y, and Z or whatever?
And I try to tell, I tell the newer performers that I work with and people that aren't on cast that come and do the shows or people that I work with or whatever. I was like, you can always message me and ask questions about where I got something or how I did something or how you did in your performance or, you know, how that costume looked or how something read. Like, I'm always here to like help make things happen. I don't like, I want to keep all of this going. We need to have more drag. We need to have more shows. Like
all the fresh faces and the DIYs.
Coming back in January. Stupid.
But those anxieties in the dressing room.
Yeah, a lot of anxieties about like meeting other performers, working with other performers, feeling like I was going to be like rejected, like not welcomed, just scared.
It's a super real feel.
Scared to talk to them. I mean, a lot of people do look intimidating in drag. I get told that I look intimidating in drag, but
it's just the way I paint.
Exactly. Also, I'm probably look intimidating because I'm like psyching myself out just to be there. 10 years later, I'm still quite introverted.
And a lot of it is I'm in my head thinking about all the different things that I have to do, especially being the host of a show.
Exactly. I have so many things on my plate.
I'm just thinking about a bunch of different things. And then I'm also trying to like say hey to everybody and have a conversation and be engaged instead of like.
The checklist is so long.
And that's another part about starting drag is clothing.
Yeah. That's my
costumes,
next bullet point is
outfits.
I didn't spend money on the right stuff. And that includes costumes.
That's what I said too.
Yeah.
I was the whole time I was probably buying that just cheap stuff that only lasted 1 or 2 shows.
Yeah.
I probably could have made something or ordered something that could have been used multiple times.
Exactly.
You know, and repurposed.
There's a weird
this
like desire.
This look can also be this thing or this thing.
Buying things that are multifunctional
that's
is
a smart
really
move.
important.
It's a smart
but also
investment.
investing in like it sucks because the sticker shock of getting something like custom made or something that has to be like made to measure or even if you're just shopping like, you know, not fast fashion or whatever. Even some of the fast fashion can be a little expensive. But finding stuff that like spend the extra penny and get something that's made sort of well or made for drag. A lot of when you're first starting drag, you do go to like a regular store and you buy a regular dress or outfit that maybe isn't made for and I mean, especially the longer I've been doing drag, now that I wear like the padding and the corseting, I can't always buy something off the rack. The proportions are going to be off because what I'm doing is exaggerated.
Because it's not a typical female body. It's a caricature.
I also
it's an
have
illusion.
Moved more towards like actual like costumes, show pieces.
Yeah.
I think when I first started drag, I wanted more the female illusion, and the longer I'm doing it, now I'm more like I need like something cool that looks cool, looks like a costume.
I'm moving to my gown era.
Have fun with
which
that.
is going to be expensive, and I don't like it.
Exactly, so expensive.
But I don't know. I'm just. Oh, I'm in a gown mode.
If that's what you're feeling,
I'm in a gown mode.
I love gowns until they're on my body, and then I hate them.
No, I love it so much.
I want to get more comfortable wearing gowns and more comfortable doing those sort of like slower, more powerful numbers, but it's hard. It's hard. It's not the energy that I normally deliver.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same.
It's fun.
Well, and then that was my second point was music, figuring out what music I want to perform. Because not everybody wants to be a pop princess.
Yes.
Not everybody wants to perform the top 40 hits.
But also, perhaps, this is something I learned. Some of my like personal songs that I enjoy are not necessarily meant for performing to in drag.
That's funny.
And you just have to you either have to realize that the easy way, which is like, I don't know how to perform this, or you have to do that a couple times and be like,
this doesn't work.
Make any sense. Like, why am I doing this?
It's that little bit of drag delusion in it. You know, it really is. But I wanted to do, popular music.
Yeah.
But I also wanted to kind of somewhat tell a story.
Yeah.
So that's why I love throwing monologues in my mixes and stuff like that. Now, baby, I'll pop out a Broadway number really quickly.
Absolutely. I
100%.
hate that that's not more common here in the South.
Oh, yes.
Because in New York, nobody's going to bat an eye.
Oh.
But here, like, sometimes
they might love it, they might not.
They might not even really know what you're doing. Which
I did Shucked at Al's this past weekend, and I had 3 people be like, I'm so glad you did.
Yeah.
I love that musical.
Yeah.
And so
it's such a strange feeling doing niche numbers like that, because I personally think if you're doing a good performance in drag, even if they don't know where it's coming from, like they don't know what the original material is, they don't know the artist, even if you haven't heard the song before,
keep speaking.
If it's a good performance, you should live.
Absolutely.
And now you've been exposed to something new for you to discover and research and fall in love with.
Some of my favorite performances are those stupid songs that your daughters do that I have no idea what the fuck that music is.
Some weird shit.
But I love it at the end.
Yeah.
I'm like,
you're like,
that was fucking great.
You sold me something. Yeah. If we all only did stuff that had been done and heard before, we would literally only be doing like Britney Spears, Beyonce.
Now, listen, there's a time and a place for that.
And I love it if somebody
we love a good Mariah Carey at the brunch.
Absolutely.
Okay? You got me feeling emotions. I mean, that is a great brunch number.
Yes.
Do you hear me?
There's probably a list of like, if I hear
Classics.
that song, all of my attention is on who's on the stage. And you better do it well.
Because I'm watching.
Yeah.
But yeah, finding music was my second bullet point, because I was
finding
like,
the kind of music you want to do, the kind of music that works,
and like what speaks to your character.
Yeah,
because I'm obviously not going to do the same music that Buttons and Fruit Bat are doing. Like that's not my
I don't think
style.
A lot of people are doing
That's
whatever
not my
the fuck
character.
Buttons is doing.
Love their music choices
It's great.
to pieces.
I've learned.
Love their aesthetic to pieces, but I know that's not my vibe.
I have found some new cool music from watching Buttons perform.
Absolutely, I have.
I also learned.
I'm like, Siri, what's this song?
Yeah. I also learned it's not a drag choice. That's just what they listen to. Is that crazy fucked up shit? Yeah.
It does not surprise me at all.
Yeah.
I'm not
both
surprised.
Buttons and Adam, they both listen to because I've heard some unhinged shit on Adam's playlist at the coffee shop.
Oh, well, I've given Buttons some songs to perform, so I mean, I can't.
There's this song that it's a duet about going on a first date. Just like this weird like club song. I think I found it on TikTok. But I want to do it for our Valentine's show, me and Buttons. I think it'll be fun. I need to send it to them because I need to send it to them now so we can come up.
So go ahead and learn it.
Buttons is a very conceptual artist. So if I don't give them something in advance and they can't like think through like blocking and costumes and colors and themes, they lose their mind. I want to do that kind of drag. I am too busy and cannot dance and I'm uncoordinated. So I do think conceptually, like I think about the energy I want to give. I think about I think about the colors. I think about
stage.
I do have a couple like costumes or numbers that like they have to be done a certain way. They have to be done in a certain costume and a certain hair. Like that's just what it has to be.
Mm-hmm.
But the longer I do drag, I also understand having numbers that are a little more utilitarian and that I can do like no matter what costume I'm wearing, because sometimes you're just working in a venue where you don't have time to change costumes or there isn't the space.
There is
or
a
you're
time
traveling and you can't bring a whole bunch of extra bullshit because you're 4 hours from home.
There is a time to be costume specific with a number, but then it's also time to just have something that's kind of generic.
Yeah.
That you can just
It's
I
good
agree.
to just I even try to always like keep something in my back pocket, just a couple numbers that I know I can do really anytime, just in case
that's
you
why
need another number.
My USB, when I take music to do a show, the music I'm going to do is in a folder always.
Yeah.
But if somebody else that night, for some reason, is doing the same music that I'm doing,
it's good to have a backup.
There's another folder in there called Archive. I can go right up in there and pick whatever song in drag I've ever done.
Yep.
You know, that's the equivalent to the I remember. I have seen Divas roll up to the drag show with a binder full of CDs and pull out a couple of different CDs and be like, track number 3 on this one, track number 4 on this one, track number 8 on this one.
I'm so glad I'm not a DJ in the CD era. I miss the CD era. I just did jump drives. And now it's even funnier because we
barely do
don't-
jump drive.
Oh, I can't.
Email it to me.
I can't. When my DJ setup's
not
on
on
my
your iPad, yeah.
I don't use a computer when I
Email
DJ,
it
so
to
you
me,
can't-
baby.
Yep. Or airdrop it. Send me a Google link. Yeah, it's crazy. But no, I definitely, struggling to buy the right kinds of costumes, the right kind of makeup.
Oh,
The
makeup.
only thing I did right from the jump, and this is thankful to Drag Race, because I started really getting into drag around season 7, 8, and 9, which is when lace front wigs were becoming like really easy to buy on the internet. You didn't have to go to the beauty supply store. Like, you were regularly seeing
Ship
girls
right to your store.
on Drag Race that were being
Store
like,
to door.
this is a Wigs by Vanity. This is a Wigs and Grace. So all of my first like 5 drag wigs were all Wigs and Grace, like nice
Quality.
wigs. That was the only good thing I was wearing, was a lace front wig. Everything else was garbage. Yeah, but I always bought good wigs.
I'm dying.
I only own one hard front wig, and I've never actually worn it to a show because I need to cut the bangs on it.
I don't think I've ever. No, that poor afro I had was a hard front wig. Then
The blonde one?
Yeah.
Didn't you give that to Tucker?
As I should have.
Well,
Yep.
there's a fine line between afro and like big disco.
I think it was more
It's
of an
hard.
afro.
Well, it's been a while since
That's
I've
why I
seen
gave it to Tucker.
I
I was like, I don't think this
That's
is.
one of my
I don't
bullet
think this
points.
is for me. Which is another bullet point,
One of my
making
bullet
sure
points
that
is
you
finding
don't.
drag that suits you.
Well, and then making sure that you are not being culturally appropriating anything. Like, it's in today's society with the interwebs and Google at your fingertips, it is very easy to know what you should and should not perform. I perform I'm Here by Cynthia Erivo in my shower every day, but I'm not going to do it on stage because that's not for
It's
me.
not for you. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, do I believe some music like that does have a road of
Absolutely.
intersectionality? Absolutely, it does.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, it's still not for me.
Yeah. Like, I can do Freakum Dress by Beyonce.
Oh, absolutely.
But I can't do like anything from Lemonade.
No,
That's not for me.
No.
That's about the experience of
we
a
don't
black
know those
woman.
experiences.
And
We don't
I
know
am
those struggles.
Not
We don't
black
know those
or a woman.
hardships.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
But just those struggles of, like we said, clothing,
Yeah.
music, performance, makeup, like
Makeup is,
So
and
you're-
that's such a continuing journey. I feel
Find your
like
skin-
even now.
go ahead and figure out what your skin is doing. Do you have oily skin? Do you have dry skin? Do you have normal skin because you were blessed by the gods?
Yeah.
Like,
What's that like?
figure out. And I think a good thing to note too is sometimes mixing products that
Yeah.
don't go together, oil based versus water based. You put those together on your face,
Yep.
your face is not going to look good.
Things are not going to
So,
sit where they're supposed to.
Look at the ingredients when you're buying makeup. Make sure you're not, mixing all those things that don't go together.
And even, especially now that we have social media right there, like Google things and ask, like, look up YouTube tutorials, look up YouTube videos, read reviews, and see what real people are. Look for the not sponsored stuff. Like,
100%.
yeah.
Don't be influenced.
Yeah.
Is all I have to say.
because the makeup influencers are
they're
all lying.
crazy. Don't listen to.
Redacted.
She is lying to you. Okay.
She's the worst.
I'm gonna
The
have to bleep
worst.
that out, but
That-
don't listen to her. I'm
that-
gonna leave it in, but I'm gonna bleep her name out.
Whatever the
Y'all
fuck
can deduce
she is
who we're talking
paid to
about.
sell is, I swear.
Well, and then don't talk about makeup stuff and then have all these filters on your video
Yeah.
as well.
yeah.
Like, girl, those are not your eyelashes. Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Well, now they know who you're talking about. She's never going to escape that.
As she shouldn't.
Well, touche. But
She
she's still
shouldn't.
out here making videos and making money.
And she's still anyway, moving along.
Yeah. I think one of my last bits is definitely you need to be okay with that you might be bad at parts of it.
100%.
You're still learning, especially when you're right out the gate. You don't have the money, you don't have the resources. You're still trying to figure out whether this is even like working for you.
My last point was give yourself grace.
Yes. there's still so much to learn. And even as long as I've been doing this,
We're
I'm
still learning.
Yeah. I'm still
figuring out how my makeup works.
Yes. Well, because none of this is like permanent. Like makeup trends change.
Don't
the way
think
you do
that-
your makeup is going to change. Products themselves are going to change.
Start one persona, or if you go one way with your drag and you figure out this isn't the vibe that I want, and you want to change it up, change it up.
Yeah.
It's not set
Try
in stone.
new things. Absolutely.
It's not concrete. It's not finite. Just because you started one way doesn't mean that's how your drag has to be the entire time. It's okay to switch it up. And I'm glad that these newer drag entertainers are moving away a little bit from the old archaic rules of drag that were
gotta have the tits, gotta have the pads, gotta have the heels, gotta have the nails.
Listen, I'm all about some titties, okay?
I mean, I get it.
I have to because I have big shoulders, proportionizing. I just personally, I don't.
But it also depends on the kind of drag you're doing.
If I ain't got no titties on, you know.
It really does depend on the kind of drag you're doing and what you're personally trying to get out of it. I think what's most important is finding the type of character you're trying to be and sell kind of situation.
Right.
And so much of that is subjective.
And it's funny, we were talking about in the group chat the other day, just randomly a question was asked about shaving your arms for drag. And we all basically were like very different answers.
Yeah.
Personal preference, honestly.
Yeah.
I shave my arms just because I always have, actually.
Yeah. No, that's
before I even started doing drag.
I don't shave my arms for drag. I shave my arms to shave my arms.
Yeah. I don't know why.
If I could be hairless, I would.
I just don't like arm hair. I don't
want any
leg hair. Doesn't really bother me until it gets like mammoth.
Absolutely.
Long.
It all bothers me.
But like this. But I don't. I'm you
the
see
body
you see my leg hair.
dysmorphia.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That going through puberty was, and all of a sudden having all of this hair was terrible.
What is this?
Terrible. Hated it. Hated it.
I'm fucking dying. But yes, give yourself grace. You know,
and ask for help. Ask for advice.
Don't be afraid to ask.
Be
for help.
okay to change things, to do things wrong, and then be like, I didn't like that.
And if you're really just starting out, give yourself a little extra time. Because I remember when I was first starting doing my own makeup and really like taking my time to do that, I would start 4 hours in advance because if I fuck something up,
you got to start over.
Baby, I'm wiping it off and we going again. Yeah. Like I drew on eyebrows 4, 5, 6 different times before. Like, I'm not ashamed. I'm not afraid. Like,
do makeup just for fun. Try different things. In I don't know.
That's what really helps.
And go to shows. Not that you're performing in. Don't go just to perform, just to be in the open stage. Like go just hang out because you'll get more physically comfortable.
It'll inspire you. Too. I feel like you know I am inspired when I go and watch a show that I'm not in.
Because when you're in a show, you can't always watch. There's other things going on. You got to worry about.
Especially if you're hosting and DJing.
I'm so busy. I hate it. I want to just watch a show. It's nice.
And it's always okay to be asking questions and trying to figure out new ways of doing things. Just because that's always the way it's been done does not mean it's the best way that it has been done.
Yeah.
So it's okay to switch it up and try it out. I think one thing that I wanted to add to this segment was a lot of newer queens, kings, things, and in-betweens struggle with bookings when they first start. And I know we've already had an open stage episode and we've already talked about that. But honestly, open stages are your best bet at getting bookings. From a show director standpoint, I'm not booking somebody that I don't know can perform. I'm sorry. Like, it's business. It just is. And the longer you're in the game, the more you will understand that. Just because, and I love everybody who is a drag entertainer, and I love the art of drag, but just because you are a drag entertainer does not mean you are entitled to a stage to perform on. I'm so sorry.
Especially in the sense that as drag gets more dynamic, there are people that do drag exclusively for YouTube or TikTok or like social media. Like they do
I know a diva who gets ready on live every Saturday, does her makeup on live, disappears for an hour to go eat some food and get some more beverages, comes back and goes live on TikTok for 3 or 4 hours. People Venmo her song requests, you know, like she makes money doing that. You know,
But it's different than working in a physical bar.
absolutely it is.
And because
100%.
my job as a director is to book people that can entertain
Interact.
a real crowd in a real physical venue.
And that
I
takes
need to know,
practice.
are you going to get there on time? Are you going to show up? Are you going to be able to perform? I
Mhm.
have to worry about those things. And if I can't physically see you perform and know that you're going to show up and perform, then it's going to be harder for me
I don't
to
want to
make.
book you.
Yeah.
And that's not being rude.
If you want to do
That's
social
not
media drag,
shade,
do social media drag.
you
But
know.
my everything I do is in person. I don't.
Right.
I'm not curating digital content, so I'm not looking for that. I have to look for what is going to work, and especially here in Auburn, we're in survival mode a lot of the time. So like, I can't book people that
I'm sorry, I can't pay you $150, $200 right now.
I need to work within my means.
I have to split the door at the moment.
I
which
split
is
the
what
door.
I was about to talk
As the
about.
director,
Yeah.
I split the door, and sometimes don't take
I don't take a
anything.
pay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ab-
But my next part of, if you can't find a space that wants your drag, do what Twat did and create a space
Mm-hmm.
for your drag. Well, we kind of also had to create a space for our drag
after
here
the
too.
pandemic. Everything fell apart, and we had to start over.
Right.
And we have had to continue to fight for our existence since then.
And it shouldn't be, and your drag show should not be seen as competition, because it should just be seen as another space for queer people to come together
Yeah.
and celebrate our diversity and love and unity for each other. That's what I really wish people would start doing more of. Like, these spaces, we're not competing with each other, because if we do, they're all going to disappear.
Yeah.
We need to support all of them.
Yeah.
You know? But that's a different soapbox for
Yeah.
another day. 100%. But if you wanted to start your own drag show, all you need is a speaker, a microphone, or you can talk loud enough without a microphone,
Honestly.
and some way to play music from that speaker, and a venue to host that show. And you have a drag show. If you can convince the venue to let you come in and take over, charge a cover at the door, split the cover at the door with the people in the show, boom, you've made your money. That's the easiest and simplest way I can tell you to do a drag show.
Yeah.
If you can find a bar owner that will pay you an entertainment budget and you don't have to charge a cover,
Even better.
baby, that's even
Even
better.
better. Yeah.
Go do that. Speaking of going and doing stuff, would you like to go take a break?
I do. I need to pee.
Let's go take a break.
Pee.
Not
I
potty.
have a tiny kitten bladder.
I think I'm going to eat some food, too.
We should eat. Eating sounds nice.
Eating sounds
If I don't eat, I can't have a third White Claw.
Not a third White Claw.
Listen.
Let's put some food on that belly. Oh, goodness.
Wow. Hateful.
Gotta love it.
Hateful.
Bitch, fuck you.
I was just a bystander in that. I am just glad that I did not get scared, because I would not be here. I'd go home.
She said, and I'm done recording. Goodbye.
I would have cried a little bit,
You better be
And
glad
then-
I already peed.
and then cried a little bit more in the car on the way home.
I love scaring people.
I scare really easily. I'm not like when you tell something to print and then the printer starts making noise before it prints.
I know.
I've
I played a
jumped.
video over here a minute ago and you startled.
I'm just a little skittish.
I'm dainty.
I'm just a little,
I'm just a little dainty.
We're back from our break.
Welcome back.
I love it. That chicken was delicious.
We're feeling much better because we had ate some food.
We watched 15 minutes of Ratatouille. So when I go home tonight, I'm gonna watch the rest of Ratatouille. Yeah. Clara's gonna be like, "Why are we?" I'm like, shh. He's talking.
He's talking.
Yeah.
Be quiet.
He's cooking.
He's
Watch.
Why are
And
we
let him
starting this?
cook.
Why are we starting this 15 minutes in? I don't understand.
We did start at 15 minutes in. Yeah.
Bless.
We didn't watch the beginning even up there. Yeah.
No, we didn't. It
So
started.
he's
It
gonna
didn't
be
start
half
at
an
the
hour
beginning.
in. It'll be fine. Who cares?
It'll be alright.
He's seen it before. Spoiler alert: it's not a new movie.
Well, it's,
Oh my
it's pretty old.
goodness.
Because of the ADHD people that we are, our Work It or Tuck It segment has nothing to do with anything else that we have talked about this episode.
Why would it? Listen, that episode 6 feels kind of thematic, so let episode 5 be chaotic.
We love
So-
chaos. We'll bring you a little chaos, a little theme, a little chaos,
Absolutely.
a little shit.
Yeah. We're multifaceted.
Multifaceted. Our Work It or Tuck It, we are going to review a little bit of the 2024 fashions that were just left off. You know, we're starting a new year. Do we want to keep the same trends? Do we want to find something new to discover here in 2025? Do we want to leave 1990 in 1990? Because I feel like we should, honestly. But our Work It or Tuck It's basically are just some fashion choices that were prominent, really, in 2024. And do we like them or do we not like them? What about you, Skittles?
My first one is ugly shoes. Specifically,
You mean Hey Dudes?
Oh, well, I don't like Hey Dudes, if that's what you're asking. I don't. Okay.
What do you mean by ugly shoes?
Okay, so I would like to say any boat shoe is trash.
Aw,
They're all
Sperry's.
trash.
That's so 2010.
Yeah.
Leave it in
should've-
2010.
Yeah. I cannot believe that we rebranded Sperry's as Hey Dudes and we just have another ugly boat shoe.
I feel like those are like flatter
You know what else?
and don't even support anything.
They don't. They're made of cardboard. Hey Dudes are like Tom's 2.0.
Oh, Toms.
And listen.
Oh, Toms.
I fuck with Tom's, but they're not good for
Girl,
you.
they're
They're not
not
good for
good
your
for
feet.
you.
It's made of cardboard.
Oh, I used to wear Toms all the time in junior high
Yeah.
school.
I still
Jesus
own a pair of
Christ.
Tom's, but not the original ones because they don't. The sides they like come apart.
Yeah, they do.
So I bought they make a version now that has like a real sole.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that would have been nice in 2007.
When you were ripping them apart with your big toe, just rah, like yeah.
the side of my white ass foot
Yeah.
rubbing on
Oh
everything.
no, they're not made for wide feet at all. They should have retooled some of those ideas. No, I don't like these big, the really big chunky sneakers are really ugly. But also,
Oh, those Hokas? Is that what you're talking about?
what is a hoka? Haka? Is that? Aren't those? I'm trying to remember. I just mean like any big ugly tennis shoe.
You mean Hoka.
Are Hoka's tennis shoes? See, I'm so out of touch with.
Right? They are, aren't they?
I don't know, bitch.
They're like running shoes.
I don't buy.
They're not really that big. They have like
They probably ugly though.
they have thick like memory soles.
Sure.
So they're supposed to be like really like the best shoe for
Yeah.
you to wear.
I just feel like for a while all shoes were
I
getting
don't know if
too
it's that
big.
chunky.
I mean,
pretty
they're but they look like every other. Like they look like a pair of Nikes, a pair of like all tennis shoes look the same now.
Yeah.
They're just like big and ugly,
There's nothing
and they don't.
fun.
And they're like all $200 for what? So I don't like ugly shoes, but especially I wrote down especially ugly shoes at the club. The kids,
Holy
the kids don't wear hot shoes to the club. They don't wear heels.
I literally saw a TikTok about that the other day. This woman was like, y'all don't know nothing about the club in the 2000s.
They don't.
Because we would go up there in our open toe stilettos.
Yeah, a fucking 6-inch pump. Yeah,
Feet
a little
hurting
booty.
by the end of the night.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
No pain, no gain.
Color coordinated to the rest of your outfit. You had dozens of pairs of shoes, and now the kids. And what's crazy is that they still care about the fit. So they're wearing like a hot girl outfit and a pair of dirty white Adidas. No socks.
We've got the same work it or tuck it.
No socks. In the club with a pair of scratched up white tennis shoes that your dad wore 40 years ago. And yes, John does not listen to this podcast, and my dad shouldn't listen to this podcast. My dad has been wearing the same pair of New Balance tennis shoes. Not the exact, but the same style, because New Balance doesn't have new styles. They do that, yeah. So he found this pair of white New Balance tennis shoes in like the mid-90s.
And when one runs out, he just goes and gets
goes to
another pair.
the shoe store, and he buys that exact style of New Balance again.
He's
Been doing that my whole life.
Come on
Yeah.
with me.
Yeah.
So
I should have
tuck
asked
it,
him. I forgot we were
ugly
going to talk about
shoes.
this. I should have asked him. I called him on the way here. I should have been like, so when was the last time you renewed your New Balances? Because it's like every 5 years.
When did you renew your subscription?
Yeah. How new are these? Yeah. When did you? Yeah. Always. It's always been the same shoe.
Oh, yeah. I don't like a big chunky shoe.
I don't.
Unless the only big chunky shoe that is acceptable is the club kid shoes.
Oh, like
I'll fuck
yeah.
with those.
Those are cool.
Rue hates those, as we all
Why?
know. And the Boulay brothers hate those, as we all know.
But why?
But I love those shoes.
They're so fun.
They have a purpose. They have a place. They
Yeah.
have they add to the
I
aesthetic.
really just want a shoe that
you know?
actually goes with your outfit.
Make it match.
It should be thematic.
Make
Why
it
are you going to
match.
wear this cute hot girl dress with all of your tits and all of your ass out and a pair of ugly, scuffed up white tennis shoes that you normally wear when you're just going to classes on Tuesday.
She said, I'm going to keep my feet comfortable. Thank you.
I don't, comfort's not a bad thing. I really just don't understand the conundrum of wanting to dress to the nines until you look at your feet. And then but that's the thing I don't get is that people care about shoes. Like there's still like this huge community of people that'll spend
big market
a bunch of
shoes.
money on sneakers, but then I don't know, they don't wear them either.
No,
they're collectors. It's like, bitch, put the shoes
can't wear
on.
And then they walk flat-footed so they don't crease them. That bothers the fuck out of me.
And those little, I saw they sell them on Amazon. It's like tape that you put on the bottom of them. So that you walk on the tape.
I would slip and die if you put tape on the bottom of my
It never
heels.
scuffs the bottom, so they can resell them, and it looks like nobody's ever worn them.
Jesus Christ, that's
See,
the
when
most.
I buy a new pair of heels for drag, I scrape them on the concrete so that they have texture so I don't slip.
Yes.
A stripper taught me that on Instagram.
Come on, stripper.
Yeah.
Shokar
Also,
taught me that.
duct tape.
Yeah.
Duct tape.
Put duct tape on the bottom of it and then scuff it up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, girl.
That gives like a rubberized.
That's
Love that.
that's a good Shokar trick right there.
All right. I got some slippery shoes. I need to write that down.
So I guess tuck it for a big chunky shoe.
I don't know. I don't like ugly shoes. Like wear a shoe that goes with a fit.
If it's chunky, make sure it matches.
Yes.
Put some glitter on it. Rhinestone that bitch. No, I'm just kidding.
That's a good drag rule. If it's ugly,
Listen,
throw some
if all
stones
else
on it.
fails, throw some rhinestones
Throw
on
some
that
rhinestones
bitch.
on it.
Put some fringe on that. You know,
Not some
sleeve,
fringe.
something. You know.
Can you imagine shoes with fringe on them? Ew. What do you?
I'm gonna make heels
the
that have fringe attached to.
Work.
I'm thinking Elle Woods.
Like a big platform stiletto. With
Jennifer Coolidge.
I feel like in a perfect world, there's a way to make it work.
I'm gonna figure this out.
Okay. I can't wait to see this.
Me too.
Do you have a work it or tuck it related to fashion that's not ugly shoes?
Yeah, so work it or tuck it cardigan.
Love that.
Work it or tuck it, Taylor Swift.
I love a cardigan. I own a lot of cardigans.
I know you do.
Cardigans are like sweaters. I've bought a lot of sweaters in the last year. I think last winter I realized I didn't have enough sweaters, and so I've been slowly like thrifting and buying, and so that I was ready for this winter. And they've come.
I
quite
just love
in
an
handy.
extra layer.
I need it. I'm so cold. I'm anemic.
Well, and then I can also wear like a short sleeve something under the cardigan,
Yep.
so I can have layers and take the cardigan off.
Just
Because
in case.
I'm a big girl. I get a little warm.
Also, here in Alabama, it'll be
40,
32 degrees in the morning, 78 degrees at 3 p.m., and then 41 degrees at night. So you do need to just keep a sweater in your car.
Layers, darling.
Yeah.
Layers. Yes. But work it.
Yeah.
Some cardigans.
I do love a cardigan. So
I
comfy.
do love flowy.
Oh, the longer and flowier. I wear a couple cardigans at the coffee shop that the baristas specifically are like, you are Mrs. Darbus from High School Musical.
Yep. I can see that.
I give theater teacher, apparently.
I can see that.
I do have a cardigan that I bought. It's from the Target Lego collab from years ago. And I specifically call it my like kindergarten art teacher cardigan because it's what that zany kindergarten art teacher would wear. My next one is that mid 2010s makeup is coming back. This sort of heavier, draggy, actual makeup. For the last couple years, it's been very like
no makeup.
No makeup. Yeah, I'm dewy. I'm natural.
But it's a lot of makeup.
I'm super
to achieve
into,
that no
I'm
makeup
super into, like,
look.
Skincare and it's
My
a lot
skin
of
is so healthy.
Yeah.
Girl, you got on a skin tint.
Yeah.
You have on.
Well, it's
some
either they're
blush,
wearing
some
30 products
bronzer.
to look natural, or what they did is they just put Vaseline all over their face and they're like, I'm dewy, and that's it. They put Vaseline on their face.
If I put Vaseline all over my face, I'm
and
going to break out.
$40 Glossier lip gloss, and they're like, "This is my look," and I'm like, "That's not a look. You didn't put on any makeup." So I'm gonna go ahead and say it's a work it that makeup is coming back.
I'm here for the full glammy looks. Absolutely. If you
Because in
want
2016,
it's for you.
the
The only
girls
thing I
used to
did not
be-
like, I didn't like those brows.
we need to leave the 2010s browns
That
in the 2010s.
chunky.
Yeah, I think they call it brow blindness, where you don't realize how big and crazy
honey,
you let them.
I have brow
That's
blindness.
a real thing in drag.
Let's look back at some
Let's
Kelowna
not
pictures.
look back at my drag because I
That brow-
definitely had brow blindness.
Oof, honey. honey.
I would say it was in 2024 that I think I finally don't hate my brows in drag. And
Same.
also finally almost got rid of my brows out of drag.
It's so much fun.
It's
so much fun to be a nub queen.
I still have a little bit, but
That's how do you clock a drag queen?
Yeah.
Nubs.
They're shrinking.
Eyebrow nubs.
They're shrinking.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
But some people like to do that anyway. I see a lot of makeup people who shave the tail of their eyebrow just so they can have a different eyebrow shape because it suits their face better. Or maybe they throw on a wig and they want to change up their eyebrows.
Absolutely. This is just what my eyebrows look like every day. I do not fill them in. I don't.
Me either.
Yeah. Well, I sort of shaved the tails off both because I wanted to be faster gluing my brows down for drag, but also the last couple years have not been kind to my eyebrows, and they were really thinning in the tails. And so one day I was just like, fuck it, we'll just shave the ends off. It'll be whatever.
Call it a day.
It's fine. They look fine. It adds to the sort of edgier look that I sometimes have. I don't know. Who cares? I haven't shaved them all off yet.
Work it. Bigger makeup.
Bigger makeup.
Absolutely.
Put eyeshadow.
Put the makeup
on
your face.
Wear eyeliner.
Put glitter on.
Yes.
Put glitter on.
Actually,
glitter's not for 9 p.m. Put that shit on your face. It's okay.
I did put glitter on in drag for the first time a couple weeks ago.
I use glitter.
I'm going to do it again.
Every time.
I know.
That's why everybody's like, oh my God, your eye makeup looks so good. No, baby, it's glitter.
It's glitter. You're just...
Of course it looks good. It's glitter.
Yeah.
It's shiny.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's 3 different layers of glitter, but thank you. I have seen a lot of this coming back. Not only... Like, I was just in Target the other day, and I saw so much of this in their wardrobe department. I see it when I'm looking on Fashion Nova, fast fashion, all that fun stuff. But leopard print.
I think animal print in general is coming back.
Girl, I saw so much leopard. Listen, I love a leopard print dress. I love it. But also, I know I can't pull off zebra. It's just not in my color house.
I don't think most people that wear zebra can pull it off. I don't think they care. Okay, here's something that I learned from my former boss, who is... As many people know, Mama Mocha is very into animal print, specifically cheetah and leopard. She loves cheetah and leopard. When this is a sidebar. A year or two ago, I redesigned her 5-pound bags. And when we were having our meeting about what we wanted the aesthetic to be, we originally talked about leopard print. And then she told me, it was like, no, I want ocelot. I don't know what the fucking ocelot is. It's another cat. And when I tell you, I don't know the different prints for all the cats. Obviously, tigers have stripes and leopards have like spots or whatever. I apparently did not download
the right file.
Ocelot. I downloaded leopard. And so I sent her a mock-up and she was like, love it. That's not Ocelot. And then I had to go back to the drawing board and fucking look up other images to license.
Love it. That's
to get
not
the
Ocelot.
right. I'm on here on Google like, what does an ocelot look like? It was so bad. But no.
That's fucking hilarious.
Sarah taught me that if you just treat animal print as a neutral, then your whole wardrobe changes. So like leopard print, cheetah print, all of that, that's the same as wearing all black. It doesn't count.
Fucking deceased.
It's a neutral.
I am fucking deceased.
And she's not the only one that's given me that advice. The internet has told that to me.
Interesting advice.
Treat animal print like a neutral.
So there you go. Go
Not
into
a print.
2025.
Yeah.
Treating animal print like a neutral.
And don't tell people that I told you that because
no, I'm
going to
tell everybody.
Catch me in an animal print.
I'm going to tell everybody.
I own one animal print bodysuit and I've worn it exactly twice in drag.
No, I have a leopard like fit and flare that I love. Live my Fran Drescher fantasy. And then I have a leopard print muumuu.
That's what we talked about. We talked about wanting to do a Snatch game in 2025.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
I need to write that down. If I did a Snatch game, I would do Fran.
I'll just host it.
You don't want to do a character?
I'll be RuPaul.
I no longer want to be in this Snatch game. I want to watch that. I want to watch this train wreck happen
Put
live.
a bald cap on.
Oh, you want to do boy RuPaul?
You want me to do boy RuPaul?
Oh my God.
That didn't work out too well. That
Milk
one
did go
time.
home, didn't she?
Oh, she did, yeah.
Did she go home for Boy RuPaul? Was that?
I don't know if she went home, but she didn't do well. Well, it doesn't matter, though, because the two people that have done RuPaul in drag on Snatch Game also did terribly, Trixie and Tyra.
Well.
Yeah.
Well.
I will say, not that Trixie is ever going to listen to this or acknowledge me, and I do not want... Okay, I would love to be acknowledged by Trixie, but never in a negative way, because I will cry. I never want to meet Trixie, because... That's one of those people on the list of people that if I meet them, I think it would just be ruined for me. I cannot meet RuPaul. I cannot meet Trixie. I cannot meet Lady Gaga. Anyways, Trixie historically is not good at impressions. It's not her comedic talent. And that's okay because she's rich and she's doing other things quite well.
I would have to study
Play to your strengths.
somebody like Dolly or something. Like
okay, but again, and as we see on so many seasons of Drag Race, it's not actually about being good at impressions. It's about being funny.
But also...
Which is all the funnier that Trixie didn't do well because she's a really good comedian.
If I did Snatch Game, I would do what...
Redacted.
I would do what Trinity and all them have done and just like... the devil or somebody like that.
Do something in pop culture.
Absolutely. Because nobody knows who that is.
Yeah.
Nobody
well, I mean, and that's even if you choose a real person, like if you did when Ben de la Creme did Dame Maggie Smith.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Because nobody really knows a lot about...
Apparently Dame Maggie Smith saw that and loved it.
Nobody knows that much about Maggie Smith. And she's been acting for so long that like kids only know her from Downton Abbey and Harry Potter. They don't really know, like, she's got a really long career. But if you just kind of play into it,
that's all you need.
You just have to, again, just be funny. Anyways, enough about that Snatch Game sidebar. Do you have any other
ADHD.
Any other fashion trends you want to talk about?
My last one that I had wrote down, and the reason I said keep the 90s in the 90s at the beginning was I see a lot of oversized denim coming back.
Are you not a fan?
No.
Which specifically are you talking about? Like jeans,
the pants,
But people like the big pants are coming back. Big pants, little shirts.
It's not my
really.
I do love a crop top.
Yeah,
100%. I'm here for a crop top. I'm here for a mesh see-through top.
So define
love that
big pant. Do you not like the wide? Okay, is it like? Are you looking?
I think the thing that I don't like is if you are a size 4.
Yeah.
Buying a size 24.
I have seen. So that's the thing is, I thought you might be talking about like bell bottoms or jinkos.
No, I don't care about those.
But that's those you. If you buy your size, it's just extra fabric.
Right.
It's the same as like a gaucho pant,
right,
or whatever.
I'm not.
You're talking about the people that buy oversized clothes on purpose and then they
string them up
with a shoestring.
I don't get that.
Yeah, I was told.
I'm over that trend.
One of my younger employees told me that Gen Z, some of them they don't wear like a traditional belt. They do shoestring.
It's hard enough as a big girl to find clothes in my size.
And now people are snatching them up.
I don't need a size 4 coming in and buying it from
to
me.
To be trendy
when she can actually fit into that size 4.
It's also one thing to like buy like 1 or 2 sizes. Like if you're thrifting and you're like, well, I'm a size 6.
Let me
they don't have
just a little bit.
8 or 10 and then just wear a belt.
Yeah.
That's what belts were for. But if you're out here, I don't know.
Literally 20 sizes larger than you need.
That's a lot of fabric too.
I saw a lot of TikTok videos about that.
That's a lot of fabric to be carrying around.
And I was just like, I don't like that.
So if I started wearing jinkos, you'd be okay with that.
Girl, live your fantasy. We don't kink shame until we do.
I feel like I'd walk so slow if I wore jinkos. Denim's heavy.
Okay,
here's the problem with jinkos. So one, vintage denim is very expensive, and because of all of these trends, vintage denim is only getting more expensive. So I can't buy old jinkos because they're going to be like $500 a pair. The other problem is Jenko, the company, still exists and they still make jeans. But new jinkos are like $200 because a new pair of jeans is $100 to $200 now.
You know what I want to bring back in 2025 that I think people are really sleeping on? Can we bring back skirts?
Yes,
Can we bring back skirts?
But not just tennis skirts.
No.
Because
I want that flowy skirt that your mom used to wear in the 90s.
Yeah.
Bring that shit back.
How do you feel about
you want to bring back the 90s? Bring back...
Ooh. She got quiet real quick.
Denim skirt might be related to
Yeah.
a little bit of religious trauma there. So,
Touche. I respect that.
maybe not with the denim
But
skirt.
I also love like a cunty like pencil skirt.
Oh, absolutely.
Nobody wears those anymore either. Anyways, I do have one more thing written down. This is specifically for drag. The other two were just general trends that I have seen. This one is specifically.
That's funny.
Well, this will cover it because everyone's gonna have big feelings about this. And this is an automatic tuck it. I'm tired of it. And in 2025, I would not like to see it. Flat, straight human units that have had nothing done to them.
Pull that bitch out of the bag
Yeah.
and put it on your
You
head.
cut the lace, tuck it. Bring back drag hair.
Put on a tease.
Big.
Put on a hot comb.
A whole can of hairspray. Does not move when you move.
When
Has
I tell
to be
you.
taken off because you cannot sit in your car while you're wearing it. What happens if everything else in drag is so big? You're wearing such an expensive costume. This is a $700 custom gown you're wearing, $1,000 custom gown you're wearing,
And your hair is flat.
and a flat human hair unit in 613 blonde. Girl,
At me next time.
bring back drag hair. Yeah, but you put curls in your hair at least.
I do, yeah. It's layered, it's teased, it's curled. What I
don't-
really want.
Are you gonna get into hair lows
What
and
I
shit?
really want. I want wigs that are like 80s glamour shot style.
Big.
That's
yeah,
what
big
I want.
blowout. Yeah,
Mhm. Some Audrina Taylor hair.
yeah,
Baby.
yeah.
Absolutely.
It's as wide as you are. Like
100%.
Yeah,
That bitch
I
is
want my wig to be
dense.
3 feet wide, 3 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It needs its own suitcase.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
Bring
yeah.
back big hair in 2025. I'm tired of these stupid straight flat units everybody's wearing. You can and I'm not saying everything needs to be a stiff sculptural thing. I'm just saying fucking backcomb that bitch. Give her some volume.
Put a bump it in that bitch.
Something. I don't know. Spray some hairspray in there so that it has a little bit of texture. I just don't understand. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it.
Say what you feel.
I don't. Well,
say it with your
I know
chest.
why I don't wear flat
I can
hair.
edit out it if I need to.
No, I mean I don't wear flat hair in drag because I don't like my head shape. I wear bigger hair to make me look smaller.
Well, that's why I curl my wigs because
Yeah.
I hide my ears in
Yeah.
the
You wanna-
curls of the hair.
That goes back to what we talked about earlier about finding the kind of drag that looks good for your body shape, your
Right.
body style or whatever. And I
Right.
know, listen, if that straight flat hair is really the fantasy you want to give, I just feel like it doesn't look good on a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I don't know, it's just not as draggy as like a whole big moment.
Well, and at the end of the day, you are enhancing everything else about
Mhm.
your aesthetic.
Yeah.
Enhance the hair too.
Yeah.
You know, right?
Size double G breastplate and a flat human hair unit.
If you have any fashion work it or tuck its that you would like to send our way, we can easily make that happen via social media.
Do you have any fashion trends that you want to try in 2025 in or out of drag?
Skirts.
Skirts.
I'm gonna
All
go
right.
find me some skirts.
That's cute.
I don't know how I'm gonna style it, but
Okay.
we're gonna
In
figure
and out of drag or just
we're
in
gonna
drag?
figure that out. In
Okay.
and out of drag.
All right. Well, you also said you wanted to get into gowns. Go back. So that's
Gowns
a whole.
for
That's
my
a
drag,
transition.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole. I
Ooh,
love a good gown in
love a
drag.
good
They're so
gown.
pretty.
Mm.
I think I want to wear. I do want some bigger, cooler wig. I want a couple big mohawk wigs. I
I
don't
do
know
want
where
some
to
bigger
find those.
wigs for
But
drag
I also
too.
think I want I wore that really short wig when I did whatchamacallit.
I
At
saw
the Halloween when we did the Halloween and I did what was that? When I did Liza Minnelli, I wore that short wig.
Mm-hmm.
And now I think I want to wear short wigs like that. I also think
It did look good.
I kind of want a couple fuck ass bobs.
I think you would look good in
Yeah.
a fuck ass bob, but a
It just
stacked
has to be
fuck-ass
right.
bob.
Oh, it definitely.
know?
I do prefer volume. Lady Gaga in 2008, 2009 used to wear this bob that was sort of trapezoidal. It kind of stuck out and had a bunch of volume and texture. It looked heavy. It looked like it was thick. I want one of those.
God bless.
I don't know how to make that. Cora had one
Dakota.
a couple years ago. I don't know. Maybe she'll sell it to me.
I haven't seen her wear since.
All right, producer DJ Drag Husband. Do we have any new comments from our lovely fans out there before we leave this episode?
Let's see. Some comments on our last episode. Sydney Brown. This episode was important, thought-provoking, and funny. I'll comment on every episode, bitches.
Is that the? Did she talk? Was that the election episode?
Self-care?
Or self-care?
That was the. I'm talking about butt stuff. Or I'm listening to butt stuff.
What did we even talk about in episode 3?
I think that was under what the fuck self-care.
Oh, you're right.
I know I'm right.
You're right.
I know I'm right.
So did she not comment on the next one?
No,
that
she
means
hasn't commented on the next one.
Oh, well, this is your call out,
Oh,
Sydney.
calling her out.
You said you'd comment on every episode. Where are you?
She hasn't commented on the 3rd episode.
Wow.
That tells you where we are when we record these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In our timeline.
Yikes.
And then on the last episode that I'm listening to butt stuff, Eat My Lime says, this episode helped me survive Christmas shopping.
So glad we
Christmas
could be of
shopping is
assistance.
hard. Stupid.
Thank you so much for joining us on this podcast journey. Thank you for commenting on our episodes, reviewing, rating,
Except for
subscribing.
you,
I'm dying.
you have to leave that in so that she can, because she
I'm
will.
leaving it in.
The moment she hears that I call her out, she's gonna call me on the phone and be like, "What you talking shit about me? First you say we're not friends, now you say that I don't listen." So, anyways,
If you
thank
have
you
any-
to all of our lovely listeners, except
Yes.
specifically Sydney. Fuck you. Just
I'm
kidding.
dying. If you have any fashion trends that you're looking forward to in 2025, be sure to comment them below or send them to us on social media at Mixed Match Podcast. You can find us on TikTok, Instagram,
now.
Facebook, Blue Sky. I'm glad I made that Blue Sky account.
Yeah, now that we might need a backup.
Now that we might
you
need
can
it.
also email us at mixedmatchpodcast@gmail.com.
Absolutely.
Or DM either of us on our personal social medias. You can talk to us about your fashion trends. Talk to us about feelings you're having about maybe starting drag. If you're looking for advice, if you're looking for resources, don't be shy. If you have been doing drag and you have wisdom you'd like to impart on younger drag performers, let's share that. There's never enough.
We are always
advice.
learning together as a community.
I might learn something from you sending me shit. Listen.
I can't.
There's always things to learn.
Happy New Year, hookers.
Ew.
Let's do 2025 and knock this shit out. I'm Kalana.
And I'm Skittles.
Bye.
Bye.
Stupid.
And knock this shit out. This New Year is gonna knock me out.
Oh, who are you telling? Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna have to learn how to write the new. Well, I don't write anymore. What does that matter?